Most powerful fictional character. Here's the bracket. You guys can pause and take a look at it if you would like to.
As you can see here, we're trying to find out who the most powerful fictional mascot is. We have a very varying bracket here. On the left side, we have people ranging from like Chef Boyardee all the way to the M&M people. Now on the right side here, we have people going from like the Gerber baby all the way down to the Green Giant and the Cheerios bee. Now, for now though, we're going to be starting off with the left side of the bracket here.
Go ahead. You want to take it? You can go ahead and start, Sean.
Okay. Now, we're going to start up here with Chef Boyardee versus Colonel Sanders. Now, in my opinion, what would happen here is because of the high cholesterol levels, Chef Boyardee and both Colonel Sanders would have cardiac arrest and not be able to move on to the next match.
So you're telling me that you think that neither of these people are going to advance?
Yes.
Neither.
You telling me that these men who run fast food chains and unhealthy Chef Boyardee are going to survive a fist fight together?
All right. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you there. So you can go ahead and just cross both of them off of our list. See you later, Colonel Sanders and Chef Boyardee.
Okay.
Now, go ahead and tell me who you think will win in a competition with Mr. Peanut M&M. I'm sure that's the technical name versus the chocolate M&M.
I think red M&M would win.
See, I'm in complete disagreement with you there, Sean. I honestly think that the peanut M&M, all what he would have to do is sit on the red M&M and squeeze his inner gooiness insides right on out.
Okay. But think of it. From what we have seen in all of the commercials involving these two people, the red M&M has superior intelligence compared to the yellow M&M.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you. I mean, he is certainly smarter. He might actually be able to finagle his way out of that one.
Just look at this pose that he is presenting himself in. He is like Napoleon Bonaparte right here. There is no question that red M&M would win.
All right, go ahead. X off the peanut M&M. See you later, kiddo. All right, our next one is Mr. Cheeto, I believe, versus Tiger. Tony the Tiger from Frosted Flakes. They're great. Obviously, Mr. Cheeto, I think he would kind of win for right now, only because it's a little bit crazy. I already know what you're going to say, Sean. You're going to say Tony the Tiger is a lot stronger.
100% Tony the Tiger, 100%. Just look at that built form of Tony the Tiger compared to the Cheeto's Cheetah.
I think the Cheeto's Cheetah is quicker.
No
though.
way. Think of it. You think that a cheetah's going to beat a tiger. Have you not watched Tiger King? It's obvious that Tony the Tiger
Yeah, you are right. Tony the Tiger, Tiger King. It is 2020. Give it to Tony the Tiger. Go ahead, eliminate Mr. Cheeto.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is my favorite one, in all honesty. Go ahead and tell us who we have here, Sean.
Okay, so we got the cuckoo from Cocoa Puffs bird, and then we got the Trix rabbit.
I think this is unanimous. I honestly, I don't see any competition here at all. The Trix Rabbit, there's no way that he'll be able to win this competition. It's got to be Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs bird.
100%.
All right, so go
100%.
ahead and cross off Trix. All right, Sean. So with obviously our first two contestants, Chef Boyardee and the Colonel Sanders, both eliminating themselves within the first round, we have Red M&M, who's going to advance immediately. So go ahead, you can draw that out there.
All blank there, and red M&M gets a clean shot right on up into here.
All right, very good. Now we have Tony the Tiger versus Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Who do you think is going to win this one, Sean?
Obviously, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I honestly don't see any competition there at all. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is a tad bit unhinged. I could absolutely see him taking over Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger obviously is going to be stronger, but Cuckoo is, well, he's Cuckoo, so I can absolutely see him winning this competition.
Tony the Tiger, he's got it physically, he's built, but I just don't think he has the determination.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, so go ahead. We could eliminate Tony the Tiger. And now we have good old Cuckoo. All right, so we have a competition with Red M&M versus Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Who do you think is going to win here, Sean?
Is that even a question?
It's not a question.
Obviously, it'd be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just look at red M&M. He is chocolate.
Yeah.
May not be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs chocolate, but he is chocolate.
Yeah, he's going to meet his demise right there, inevitably. All right, so go ahead. We have our Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He's going to be our finalist for that bracket. Job well done, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right, and our next round on this side of the board, we have the Gerber Baby versus Mr. Peanut. That very smug Mr. Peanut. What do you think of the monocle? Who do you think will win this one, Sean?
It is obvious, in my opinion. Obviously, Gerber Baby has an underlying peanut allergy, meaning he must be withdrawn from the bracket.
Wow, that is incredibly unfortunate. I mean, Gerber Baby is so cute. I've seen so many babies that look like that baby. They're absolutely adorable, but peanut allergies and babies don't mix very well. So we're going to have to say goodbye to the Gerber Baby for right now. Go ahead and cross off Gerber Baby. Thank you, Sean. There we go. Now for our next round, we have Green Giant versus Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah, who's gonna win this one, Sean?
Okay, in my opinion, Green Giant would just absolutely crush Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, when I was
He
a
just
kid,
has superior stature.
yeah, and Kool-Aid Man, he'd go ahead, he'd break through walls some way, somehow. He's very vulnerable. One, he's incredibly top-heavy. Look at the size of his feet. His feet are very tiny compared to the head of Kool-Aid Man. Obviously, Green Giant can simply just kind of punch right through Kool-Aid Man and he would leak all over. I would have to say we're going to say goodbye to you, Kool-Aid Man. I don't see any competition there. What about the bee from Honey Nut Cheerios versus Lucky Charms Leprechaun?
Okay, honestly, I love Honey Nut Cheerios, but there's no way. He's a bee. He's a honeybee. He would sting the leprechaun, and he would just be out.
Yeah,
Out of commission.
and leprechauns are incredibly elusive, so to speak. And on top of that, the leprechaun, he just has that nice melody, that nice hymn of, heart stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, pots of golden rainbows and new red balloons, right? I mean, obviously, he would just lull the bee to sleep and he'd take over him. And this is my favorite competition right here, Little Debbie versus the Pillsbury Doughboy. Who do you think would win, Sean?
Okay, now with this, Little Debbie would just absolutely destroy the Pillsbury Doughboy. She would walk up to him and punt him across the room. It would be, if there were boundaries, she would just absolutely fly.
And he would say woohoo in the meantime.
Yep.
You know, Little Debbie, whenever I go into the grocery store, I always tell my kids she used to be Papa's girlfriend whenever he was growing up. She was my best friend growing up. She probably still is to this day. All right, very good. So we have Mr. Peanuts versus Green Giant. Who's going to win this one, Sean?
Okay, exact same situation as Green Giant versus the Kool-Aid Man. Green Giant would just crush him.
All right.
No doubt about it. That would be a cracked peanut right there.
So we have the Green Giant versus Mr. Peanut, and you believe Green Giant advances. Very good. Sorry, Mr. Peanut. And what about we have the Leprechaun versus Mrs. Debbie? Who do you think is going to win right here?
Now, in my opinion, I feel like the Leprechaun might win.
Yeah, I don't see how Little Debbie. I mean, she's only normal. She's a regular human. Absolutely delightful. Brings us tons of joy with her pastries. However, you have a leprechaun. They're terrifying. If you ever have seen the 1980s film Leprechaun, you'll understand why. So I'm sorry, Little Debbie. Although you brought me great joy as a child, you are eliminated from this competition. Now we have the Leprechaun versus Green Giant. Both green individuals. Who's going to win right here?
Okay, now just think about it. Green Giant, what is he? What's he stand for? Vegetables, healthy things. Now you got the Leprechaun here, straight up sugar all the time. There's barely any of the charms. It's all the lucky little marshmallows. There's no way. So I feel like the Leprechaun would just assault him with the marshmallows.
Yeah.
And he would just disintegrate.
The Leprechaun would disintegrate?
No, the Green Giant.
So you think the Green Giant would succumb to Lucky Charms Leprechaun?
Yes.
Wow. That might be our biggest shocker of the year.
He may be mighty, but that's sugar.
Right. Well, very, very sorry to see you go, Green Giant. And there we go. We have the Lucky Charms Leprechaun versus Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. Sean, with Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs versus Lucky Charms, who do you think our winner is going to be?
Obviously, in my opinion, I feel like Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Undoubtedly. Absolutely, unequivocally, yes, you are 100%
If
right.
you just think about Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, he's got no hinges. He just has absolute determination. All he wants is that Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I agree with Sean. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to know that the next time we're going to be presenting this, we're going to have a new bracket where you get to determine who the winners are based on your votes. Make sure to check it out on our next newspaper.
Blooper.